Hello, here is step one of your car project or vehicle project, because you might not choose to buy a car. You might choose to buy an SUV or a van or something like that. So first thing that's going to happen is you are going to draw for your annual income. Now, the annual per capita income for Zimmerman in 2009 was $20,816. That means each working person made about that much. Then the annual household income was at $57,498. So that is a median, and we'll talk in class a little bit about why they would have a median instead of a mean or the average. So with that, I'm going to walk you through the first piece of the project. And so you can go to your packet, the front page, and it should look like this. It says purchasing the vehicle of your dreams, or at least one that fits in your budget. And so I want you to put your name in there, the hour. Now you drew for an annual income. And so it should be some nice number, but because I told you that the annual normal income per household is $57,498 in Zimmerman, that's the number that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to put that in there. Now the first thing you have to do is find, you are going to be in the 15% tax bracket. We're just going to say that's right across the top. So what happens is Uncle Sam, or the government, takes out taxes from our pay. So even though my annual pre-tax income is $57,498, that's not how much I actually receive, because some of that is taken out. So what you need to do is find what 15% of that is. So hopefully you can find 15%. I'm going to recommend that you can either do it with the decimal, or if you need to, you can just make a line equals a line and find your 15%. And then here is my annual pre-tax. That's going to go down here. You're going to put whatever your dollar amount is, okay? So I'm going to quick come over here and figure out what the tax is for my personal salary. And I found that when I do that, it's going to... So what I found was that right here, this is how much tax I had. I had a little edit in there. Hopefully that worked okay. So I'm going to write, here's how much they're going to take out in taxes. So if that is true, then how much am I actually going to take home? That's my take home. So what do you think you do with these two numbers? The government took this, so I'm going to subtract that from what I make. When I do that, my annual take-home pay, what I actually get to bring home to my family, if I make that, is $48,873.3, which means 30 cents. Okay, so I'm going to go through, and that's what I make a year. Now, we're going to be making a budget, and if this is what I make a year, that's not how much I bring home every month, or how much my family brings home every month. So, how many months are there in a year? Good, hopefully you know that's 12. That means my budget should equal how much per month? Well, what are you going to do with those numbers? You're going to cut this into 12 pieces. You got to figure out, how are you going to cut that into 12 pieces? And so I'm going to do that. Not going to tell you exactly what to do. I'm just going to do it, and hopefully you can see that. So here's what I get for mine. I get $4,072.775. Now I made it so that all of yours should come out nice and evenly, but mine is 0.775, so I'm just going to round it to 0.78. So this right here is how much I'm going to make a month. So, or at least my family. So this is step number one. You went through, you drew an income. You write down yours, not what I got. Find out what your tax is. Then what is your take-home pay? I'm going to write a quick minus in front of there because the government is taking it away. That means it is not coming to my house. So this is how much is coming to the average or the median household in Zimmerman. And here we've got their 12 months in a year, so this is how much they get per month. That's your first piece. Once you have completed this, then you can go on to your budget.